All right guys, why do you have to go out and do a ton of approaches? And how many do you have to do to finally get good with women? This is a question that I had when I began my journey. And to be honest, for a lot of it, I wanted to avoid this. I wanted to just say, what is a secret? What is this thing I can say that is just gonna make everything happen? And what I've slowly realized over time is there's no shortcuts. You gotta do the work, you gotta go out, you gotta approach lots and lots of girls, you gotta get rejected a ton. And this might be scary if you're watching this and you're thinking about beginning this journey for yourself. It might be like, dude, like, I don't wanna do this. And so that's why you gotta start small, one step at a time. I'm gonna be making a lot more videos on practical steps you can take, and there's a ton of other guys out there that talk about this as well, including like Trip Advice, Lloyd from The Single Guy. Both of those guys have been on the channel, and they're fantastic references to figure out how to talk to women and overcome that initial approach anxiety. So I just said approach anxiety, right? And that's really what doing this is about, is learning how to not let the fear prohibit you from going after what you want, or creating an awesome relationship connection, because you never know who might be either your next girlfriend, your next short-term thing, but you know, you have a great connection, etc. So you want to get out there and you want to be going out and doing approaches on a regular, consistent basis. You don't need to be rich, you don't need to have a Lambo and drive up to every girl and say, yo, what's up, this is my Bugatti. No, you just have to learn to be yourself, be authentic, be comfortable in your own skin, and the women will pick up on that, I promise you. It takes some time though, so the way I like to look at it is in stages. So every 100 approaches or so, I look at that as a good milestone to look back and say, okay, what do I need to address now moving forward? Where am I stuck? And then what have I been doing good? Because the fact that you even go out there and talk to one girl is something to be celebrated, especially if most of your life you've been shy, you've been in your house, maybe you've played video games your whole life and you don't know how to talk to girls. Just going up and having a conversation, saying hi, even asking for the time is going to be really important. So I want to make sure that you guys remember to celebrate your wins, because this is going to be very important. So something about me is I go out and I do the work, but I don't always celebrate the success or give myself credit. I have a bit of like you could say work addiction, where I just want more and more and more. I have a very addictive personality. So part of this journey has been learning to step back and say, yo, good job, man. Like, congratulations on going out there and facing your fear. It was good, it was good. My brain automatically wants to just see what I did wrong and kind of correct it, be critical. I've had to learn to be a little more compassionate with myself and just give myself that grace, like, yo, dude, that was awesome. You went out there, you gave it a shot, and I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you for doing it and facing your fear, even though it didn't work out or you got rejected, or even if it did work out. Because even sometimes I'm so critical with myself that I'll have a successful approach, I'll get their number, maybe even set up a date, and I'm still going over what I did wrong. So I have to remember the wins. This is a little message for myself as well, to celebrate the victories. Going back to having 100 approaches milestones, and of course this is not like set in stone, but find your own milestones that you can look back on, maybe even every 5, maybe even 10, maybe when you're beginning, even every one approach, really look back and see that as a milestone. What I found is that it goes approach anxiety, that seems to be the first thing, just overcoming that. Second is learning how to text and set up dates. Third is going on the dates and learning how to be calibrated, to physically escalate when needed to. Fourth is learning how to bring a girl home, have intimacy. And then 5 is learning how to have a relationship, long-term relationship. And for most of us, we're gonna be working on this for a long time, all these parts in tandem, right? So yeah, maybe my texting is on point right now, but I have to go back to 1 and I'm still feeling some anxiety about approaching. So it's just kind of interworking these into our life when needed. Some people do really master like texting, actually bringing women home, intimacy like that. Guys like Jaron, for example, from the channel, he is very good at, like, he has a very systematic approach and he kind of knows what to say, when to say it so well that he doesn't really have to think about it. I'm not at that level yet, so I have to kind of interwork all these things together and kind of work on this part and then go back to this part. And so there's no hard, fast rules on what stage to be on. I've just found that was my progression when I've seen others too, on kind of understanding women, understanding how to be yourself around them, etc. And then a whole blanket around all of this, so all those 5 things, right, is learning how to be yourself, learning how to be authentic. And now there's a lot of controversy about being yourself. And where I want to clarify this is that when people say be yourself, and let's say you're eating donuts every day and you're playing video games and you're jerking off all the time, yeah, being yourself, you're gonna have to make some changes to yourself to find those results. Eventually though, when you've made those changes, it's learning how to just be authentic, right? Not have to put on a front. And at first you will have to put it on a front. I'm not gonna lie, that's what I've had to do. I've had to kind of fake it till I made it to a degree, but eventually that faking, the excitement of faking it wears off, and it's like, oh, this guy's actually just faking it. And that's when I realized, okay, I gotta learn how to actually be authentic and be genuine, etc. So that's been the journey I've been on the last few months, and it's been tough. It's been tough. There's parts of myself that I've not wanted to share with women, share with even other people. But as soon as I've learned how to, it's been very eye-opening because I don't have to try so hard anymore. I don't have to make sure I'm in this perfect state on a date so that I say the right thing and I don't say something weird or awkward. And it's a paradox because when I accept that I'm gonna say weird and awkward things, it's not so weird and awkward because I'm not resisting trying to say it. So if I say like, yo, I really like going to the gym, but I say it like I'm a little ashamed of it, right? Like, I really like going to the gym. Like what makes it weird is the fact that I'm saying it that way, the tone of my voice. But when I own it and just say, okay, maybe this is gonna weird her out. I really like going to the gym. It's just much more confident, right? It's much more smooth. It's much more, this is what this guy likes, not, oh, this guy's saying it to impress me. So there's a lot we could talk on this subject. I'm gonna leave this one today. We're gonna keep it short. Comment down below where you are on your dating journey. If day game is something that you like, if you're more of a night game guy, Huds is more of a night game dude, so he'll have more tips and advice on that. Reach out to our Instagrams. They'll be linked down below if you have any questions. And other than that, we'll talk to you in the next one. Peace.